Hello, people. Welcome to another edition of A Dose of Drew. And tonight on Friday Night Nights, we actually have a sort of a piece of EDC gear, but something to go along. This is the Holme Hadfield display. My goodness, I actually forget the... So that's the Holme Hadfield. I forget the actual model number on it. It doesn't say it on that little thing, but it is nice. It has this acrylic cover, which is non-locking. It's just a set down. And it has this, I want to say it's fake wood, but it really doesn't necessarily seem like it. And a fantastic little drawer. Very solid. Like if this isn't wood, it's really, really thick, whatever it is. It's pretty solid. Nice felt, well put together. Nice display. Let's see how this thing stacks up here. What can we get? Alright, let's see here. Yeah, it'll definitely hold. Let's see. So we'll do it up. No problem. This is the regular sheepdog, not the XL, so just the regular sheepdog, large enough to check. Let's see what else do we have here on this one. That's good. Let's see what we can see what kind of things we can put in here. Good. Luckily, as a reviewer, I happen to have a few things just hanging around that we can use, as it does seem to have a nice little way of. Ooh, that's the shadow. Shadow wants to be up here. Let's take a look at anything else. Yeah, something like the. Your bigger knives are not going to fit, for sure. Let's see if Biblio XL, that one does. That one fits. So let's see if this one fits, I'll put it in. Oh, Mordex does not fit. So there's knives that definitely don't fit. Okay. There are some that obviously do not fit. So let me get a couple of the standards here. Paramilitary 2 does not fit in the drawer, fits up in the display. Sage 5 does, Para 3 will. My goodness, there's quite a few that won't. A lot of full-size knives won't fit. Something like the Best Tech Man Good Boy. So it does look like the upper ones maybe. Let's try that. So the upper ones maybe are definitely longer. So your bigger knives go in the upper, smaller knives in the lower. Though not all big knives will fit. Many will, no problem. And then smaller knives can fit. And the bottom, pretty nice, right? Very solid feeling, comes in a great box. And of course, you have the display stand so you can show stuff off. What good would it be if you didn't have some things to show off, am I right? Like that's what this really is about. The ability to throw a few things out here. Put your daily, your 7 day a week in here, say. Make sure your others are down in here so you can get them if you want to get something different. You also have your wallet and other stuff. It fits a fair amount. Fits a torch, passport, wallet, multi-tool. You could, if you took the multi-tool out, you could fit it, if you don't have that or something, but yeah, you can fit some stuff in here, a fair amount, couple of pens, couple of torches. You could have a decent amount. as well as the knife display. Pretty cool, actually. Pretty darn nifty when you kind of, it don't take long to set it out. That's what, a dozen knives plus 7. So 19 knives plus anything you put in here if you want to put like slip joints or other stuff that may or may not fit properly. But yeah, it'll allow you to put the cool stuff wherever you want, be able to display it if you want. I said not everything fits, but a lot of it does. So you can maneuver. Let's see if this, oh, that will have to stay out there. You can always swap them out. It's actually pretty easy to get things in and out, which is kind of cool. Let's see, did this one did fit. Yeah. It's definitely not for the largest pocket knives. You know, whatever, take from that whatever you want. The biggest ones, you can only sit on top. They do not fit in the slots. So be aware. Paramilitary 2 seems to be about the length that you can get in there. Close, anything much longer than that just isn't going to work in the top slot. So you get 6 long, 6 short, then 7 on the top. So a little bit more than that. So you get a couple of weeks worth. Some nice extra bits. If you have anything else that you can use to store your larger knives that won't fit in here, this will be nice. But it is so classy looking. The acrylic will take some fingerprints. There's me just sitting there holding it. But it washes off pretty easy. It's pretty close to unbreakable. Pros and cons. It is absolutely gorgeous, right? It is just beautiful looking, very well done. Displays knives wonderfully. Cons, non-locking. I mean, there's no access denial whatsoever. It is simply a matter of effort, nothing else. Oh, interesting. Not a lot of grip to the stick. Apparently, another con is there's not a lot of grip to it. You can bash them. It's definitely a display case as well as a storage. This is a nightstand case, right? This is a place where you may keep, if you have like a walk-in closet or something, this would be a place where you keep this like near your shoes or anything like that, where you can have a fair amount of your EDC gear in a place where you can set it. And if you're like me, more than likely, you'll probably would just leave the top off. There's not a lot of reason to have it on when it don't lock. So unless you're going away or you want to make sure you have like kids or something like that. So this is something that they know they're not supposed to get into because there's a lid they have to remove. There's not a lot of reason to keep this on. It doesn't lock. It doesn't provide security. All it does is provide a barrier to you and you're getting it. So if like this was in my closet, unless I'm trying to keep anything from hitting it and knocking the knives all over, that would probably be about the only other thing, just a protective little cover. But if I don't have to worry about that, I'm taking this off and leaving it off just to provide easy access. It's a quick drawer away. Does a fantastic job. Really nice. It is not inexpensive, but it is very, very well made, solid and sturdy. I have bought other ones from like Drop and other stuff that do not have the same solid feel, weight, and heft of this. I expect this to last a long time. I'm actually purchased this to replace some of my others that have already started falling apart after just 3, maybe 4 years. So there it is, Holme Hadfield 7 knife display case with the EDC knife and EDC entry points. You can get these on Amazon. Again, they are not inexpensive, but they are very well made. My first impression is quite positive of this. There's some little caveats, as we noticed, to be careful on the small, large, and what you display. And there's a limit to what you can stash in here, but you can stack stuff up, and it has a lot of clearance. So you can actually fit quite a bit in there. And a little over 12.5 knives, which is pretty good for something of this style and size. It keeps them separate, keeps them from bumping into each other, helps keep them pristine and still display worthy. But there you go. Holme Hadfield. Very, very nice. This is not my usual knife reviews, but it is Friday Night Knives, and this is sort of EDC gear for your storing your knives. Highly recommended, but beware, it's not enough storage if you have a larger collection. You'll still need it, but this is definitely the display area. If you have like the locking stuff and you want to have a display where you cycle through your most used knives, this is the place to do it. Highly recommended. And there you go. Going to keep this one short, you guys. Design is really, really well done. Aesthetics are good. The mechanics are good. Noteworthy points. It has a lot of panache and display. You know, intended purpose is obviously knife EDC oriented. The cost to value ratio is still good. The cost is high, but the value seems to be high. This is something I expect to last for years. And any request or anything like that would just be a way to stack more drawers. Give me 2 drawers high, right? Give me a couple of drawers that are just knives. Instead of a single drawer, give me a modular capability to add drawers to stack this up instead of have to keep getting more side by side. Give me a way to stack this up. That's my request from Holme Hadfield, because I'd buy at least 2 more drawers if I could. But so there we go. There's the damn nice review. And so go ahead, take this video, watch it twice. Comment as much as you like. Be mindful of side effects. Remember to like and subscribe. This has been your Dose of Drew. I am said Drew. And you guys have a great rest of your night.